My name is Edwidge Romulus. I'm here to talk about the beauty of motherhood. I have one son who's 8 years old. Motherhood to me is a gift I didn't know I needed. It's a journey of self-discovery and never-ending evolution. What I wish I knew about becoming a mother is how challenging it was going to be, not so of taking care of a human being, more of healing my inner child to make sure I don't repeat patterns to my new baby. This is something I don't think we talk about, the importance of healing and to not pass down trauma. I would say the best part about being a mom is this little being growing with you, playing with you. You low-key have a little bestie who's always by your side. And I think it's something that when you're in a place of service and giving could be such a blessing. The most challenging part about being a mother is constantly wondering if you're doing the right thing, constantly reevaluating yourself, wondering if you stop breastfeeding at the right time or should have continued or gave the right food, or that like duality of wanting to do good but also trusting the process, of trusting the unknown could be a conflict in your mind. But I believe that once you make peace with it, it could be a beautiful thing. But then if it's not, it's a challenge. My child helped me change my perspective on life, in the sense that I understand now my parents better. And I understand that after a long day of work and perhaps having work conflict or disagreement at work, coming home and feeling a bit like of the edge of the day, I can't understand how you could lose patience, or not want to talk, or not want to communicate, or not want to be as empathic as you normally is because you have the day on your shoulders. And then having my kid, I'm like, oh, I can understand how sometimes you could be short. But then now, how can I make sure I don't repeat patterns? Then I need to fix me. I need to heal me so I don't let this excuse be a reason to misbehave or miseducate my son, but more of an opportunity to change the way things are. You know what I mean? So it really helped me to have more grace to my parents, more compassion towards them, and understand that being a mother or being a parent it's very much of a selfless game. Actually, a moment that I could say that I feel proud is going to a parents' meeting interview and hearing that my son is doing great. My son has no behavior issues, or that he is a kid that helps others, is very welcoming to others. And I feel like for me, in retrospect, in school, I was not the greatest. So to hear that my son is my complete opposite, I'm like, wow, I think I'm doing something good. Something is working. What has given me the most joy as a parent, I would say the age that he is right now, he's 8. So we have a lot of conversation. I could push a bit in concept with him. And I love that we have common interests. So I kind of introduced him to the whole Marvel world and the cartoons I used to watch when I was a kid. So he's into these stuff. So whenever a new episode of one of the shows are out or a movie is out, we're so both geek to go watch it. So, and also playing Legos, like what? Legos are bomb. So the fact that we get to play Legos together, and it's such a vibe. And sometimes it also brings me back to being a child again. And sometimes you, as an adult, we kind of get lost in that. And it's important to come back to the heart of a child if you want to connect with your kid and create long-lasting core memories. Yeah. Man, what I learned from my child is that so many things, it's so hard to pick one. But one thing that just comes to my spirit right now is that he is so forgiving. Like I could lose patience on him and tell him that I'm upset. And he will say, okay, mommy, it's okay, mommy, all is well. And the way that he has grace towards me, that sometimes I don't have that grace toward myself, it's just like, man, like this being just understand life, that the simplicity of the way he sees life and how he's such an easygoing kid. I'm like, I want to be like you, you know? So I just love his spirit. Currently, I'm working on so many things, but my biggest goal is that I have a dance studio, and the goal of that dance studio is to promote the healing attributes of dancing, and really to target those who used to dance and stop dancing, and or to feel that they're too old to continue dancing. But I created a safe space for people to come and dance and just have a good time. I teach the importance of healing, and my method of doing so is through dancing. So this is something that I'm really trying to push and really trying to bring forward. So I love personal development. I love learning about human behaviors, and I think this is going to be something I'm going to always be interested in doing, because once you understand your environment, you understand your world, it's easier to navigate and easier to have more compassion to people whenever they fall short, and live a life of less judgment but more inclusiveness. So yeah. Can you tell us the name of your dancing studio? My dance studio is called Espace Mouvement Libre. Finding time in self-care has been a challenge lately because I'm navigating so many hats. So I like to say that Sundays are days I take it easy. I try not to book things on Sundays. I try not to have a packed day. So my self-care, I'll go to church, I'll go to a restaurant afterward with my son, or we're gonna go home and have a good meal and just kick it, just have a good time. And when he's in bed, I try to run a bath. I try to, journaling is part of my day-to-day, so something I have to do. I like to listen to podcasts, or just be in my room and just recenter by just meditating, reading my Bible, or something of that nature. Life will not always be easy, and it might not be fair at times, but if you're here, it's because there's a calling, there's a purpose. So no matter what the opposition coming your way, no matter how you can feel errors coming your way, just know that you have what it takes to bounce back from anything thrown at you. And you just have to find that inner resilience to keep pushing, because, child, you will be tested. But the test is only to determine what's in you and to also get what you need to continue navigating life. One thing I want my son to remember of me is that he had a mother that truly wanted him to be the best, wanted him to be as emotionally intelligent as possible, as spiritually awakened as possible, and that she healed so she doesn't make mistake that unfortunately her parents did on her. And that he's loved and wanted and needed, and he's seen, and my duty is to validate that until I die. Yeah. Stay off of social media. How about that? For real though, like, trust your instinct. Trust what you feel you need. If you feel like you need therapy, go to therapy. Don't ask others, do you think I need therapy? They don't know. You know yourself. If you feel like you need a break and give your kid to your parents or your partner, do that. Make sure that you pay attention to what you need in order to be the best parent that you can be for that kid. Love yourself in the journey. You just had a baby in your belly, then you pushed it out. Your body's going through so many different change, and it's normal that you don't recognize yourself because you've never been that person. You've never been that person who had a kid and not have a kid anymore. So allow your body to bounce back, allow your mind to bounce back, and allow your spirit to guide you into this new territory. You got this. Perfect. Thank you so much, Edwidge. My pleasure. Thank you.